Hi Geminis, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus and any cross watcher. Today I'm going to ask my spirit guides for what is next in love, what could be coming your way that you're not aware of, or maybe a confirmation of somebody on your mind. Let's see what our spirit guides have for you. Let's call on our spirit guides and our angels. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you have for us at this time? I am listening for you now. I'm going to start with a couple of angel messages. Let's just see what these little angel messages say. Forgive yourself and others. In forgiveness, you release the chains that hold you back. Absolutely. So, yeah, we don't want to hold on to any grudges or resentments. It just causes you bitterness. And usually the person you're thinking about isn't even thinking about you. So you're holding on to this pain and they could care less. They've moved on. So sometimes you just have to forgive yourself, give yourself closure if you don't have closure in a situation. Spirit, please share with me. I have grounding, 4, 3, 2. You are reminded of the importance of staying grounded and centered amidst life's ups and downs. Connect with your inner strength and stability. Find peace and balance within yourself. Boy, grounding takes a long time to get to, doesn't it? It's almost a daily effort, that I have to keep grounding myself, or I have to keep my peace of mind is how I refer to it, that my peace of mind comes first, that I don't put myself in situations that anyone or anything can take away that. It's just too important to me. Let's get some messages from our fairy guides. Let's see what our fairy guides have to say. I have hope. Oh, I love the word hope. Hope is always there, even if we can't see it. Optimistic expectations can help change a negative situation into a positive one. Yeah, it's looking for the rainbows. It's making lemonade out of lemons, all of those. But there's also this feeling of hope, that we never give up on ourselves, and that we always look at the positive in any situation. That's what life is about, as best we can. Solitude, think of being alone as meaning you are all one and in total harmony with everything. The greatest treasures are those that wait silently during your quiet times. Solitude is important. It doesn't mean that I'm alone. It doesn't mean that I'm lonely. Solitude is that time and space that we give ourselves to quiet our mind, that we allow ourselves to breathe. Spirit just said that we allow ourselves to, pursue our own dreams, or to think about what's important to us, or to take care of ourselves. So something like that. Thank you, Spirit, for those grounding, kind, hopeful, spiritual messages. Let's see what the cards are saying. Ask the card, Spirit, please. For my Geminis, what is next in love? What is coming towards us? What is it that you have for us? I have a 9 of Swords. I have an Ace of Wands. I have a 7 of Swords. I have a 4 of Wands. I'm sorry, a 4 of Swords. Okay. I do have a light of hope. Around kind of all of this turmoil, okay, around difficult times, hard times, this feels like a ray of hope. It really does. It feels like somebody comes into my life and appreciates me. Somebody comes into my life and they look at me as with respect. They're inspired by me, that they see this amazing person in front of them. So whoever made it difficult for you, maybe they did you a favor. Let's keep going. This is the card I want to look at. The other cards is just reminding me that I've gone through or walked. I feel like I walked through fire for a moment there. I have a Knight of Pentacles. I have an 8 of Wands. I have a Tower. Okay, so the seven of this, it's interesting. The Seven of Swords and the Tower are lining up. So go figure, right? You know, the person who hurt me, lied to me, cheated on me, brought me nothing but pain and suffering, blew up, basically. So, you know, do we need to be reminded of it? Not necessarily. Maybe they're just reminding you that it's not in your life anymore, and that, you know, we've got this ace also that's kind of counterbalancing that. And I have a Queen of Pentacles. The word that they just shared with me was the word grace. Okay. Kind of that sentence that says, you know, therefore by the grace of God go I, that I've moved on with God's grace, you know, or that God has given me this inner strength to continue to hold my head up high, to, you know, decide for myself what's best for me. I have an Eight of Swords. I feel like this connection, I'm going to say whoever this was, not that you weren't your own person, but they held you back in some way. Maybe they didn't believe in you. Maybe they I don't know, you know, they said something to you like, oh, you can't do that, or you're not going to be good at that, or, you know, other people are better than you. You know, I feel like something held you back from what it is that you wanted to be doing. And, you know, there's a sense of grace and elegance today. There's a sense of, I'm not going to ever let anybody hold me back from who I am. I'm going to hold my head up high, and that's how I'm going to attract the person who's meant to be in my life. So I have a King, Four of Pentacles. I'm going to put that over here for a second. Four of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, and a Temperance. I want peace. I want peace. I want contentment. I will take my time. I feel like I'm not in a rush for anything. I want the right person. I want the right person at the right time. So I feel like I am not desperate. I'm going to tell you that. I have a Nine of Pentacles. I have a Seven of Cups. You have a lot of options. I have a Devil, and I have a Three of Wands. So your higher self, your future self, you're in control, they're saying. You know, the devils are going to come at you. The devils are going to try to pursue you. The devils are going to be trying to tempt you. But I feel like you put that devil in its place. I do. I feel like you are just too smart for that. I feel like you are so secure, and it's almost, I don't want to say people are beneath you, but they are. Okay, there's certain people, not all, but there's definitely people that their energy is not something that you want to be associated with. Okay, you're thinking about yourself and your future self, your higher self. You're thinking about your self-esteem, your peace of mind, peace, hope, grace. So you're not the same person anymore, is basically what's happening. So you have to keep your head up high. You have to just keep, they're saying being available. There's something about being available to this next chapter. There's a sense of, I know there's something better for me. You know, it's more of that. Spirit, please share with me what's ahead. I have defeat. I have light. I have childhood trauma. Okay. I have endurance. So look at this feeling of, here's this happy home and hearts, and then it's all these hands holding up this surface, and it's all this kind of wisdom or knowledge, I feel. But how it comes into me is there's a lot going on beneath the surface, that it took me a long time to get here. It took a long time to get to my own happy place, right? So I'm not willing to share this happy place with just anybody. And I feel like that's your reading today, is that you are being reminded that not everybody is good for you. So you could be struggling with somebody who they could be a great person, but they're bringing you down, or they have too much wounds. They have childhood trauma they can't get over. They have communication issues. They have personal problems. I feel like you're trying to focus on the light in you, and sometimes people come into our energy who pull us down. So that's why Spirit's letting you know you have a lot of choices. Okay. So there's a sense of they want you to find the choice that really is more in alignment with that elegance and grace. Spirit, can you share with me more? Share with me what is coming towards us. I have an Empress. I create what I choose naturally and with joy. So I have this beautiful flowing river. And I mean, she's in nature, of course, as an Empress, but it feels like everything flows around you easily. Okay. You could be one of those people that kind of life goes your way in a sense. Maybe you went through some difficult times, but for the most part, you know, things kind of work out, and things, at least for today, I feel like you're in a good place. And this thing of flowing around you, that I want somebody to kind of like just flow into my life organically, as opposed to chasing something or having to find something or hunting for something. I have a Four of Pentacles. I trust that I'm always safe and protective. I can take care of myself, is how that came into me. I have a Two of Pentacles. I calmly make the best decisions. So there's the decision. You could have two people that are coming towards you. One is kind of draining your energy, and then the other one is going to fit into your happy space, your happy life, okay, that took you a long time to get to. So I want you to look at somebody who you feel like every time, like they talk about themselves all the time, or they talk about their problems at work, or they're looking for advice all the time on how to solve a situation. You give them the answers and they don't do it. So somebody who kind of drains your energy instead of somebody who uplifts you. Whatever I decide, I trust. So you're in a decision. I feel like you're deciding between two people. And maybe it's a decision between two lovers. I mean, for some of you, this, you know, that I actually care about both of them in different ways. And I haven't, you know, you're not committed to either one. You could be dating two different people. You could be talking to two different people. But one in particular drains you. So that would be the difference. I have a Three of Swords. I see things exactly as they are. Maybe that person hasn't overcome their ex. Maybe they are still healing from a past relationship. They still talk about it, something like that. I have a Wheel of Fortune. I trust whatever the universe brings to me. Absolutely. And I have a Tower. I'm going to put that with the Three of Swords. I feel like you're ready to make a choice between two people. Okay. So it's not a hard choice. Spirit's giving you strength. One, they're sharing with me almost one feels like a natural union. Okay. Like you feel most, let's put it this way. You're the most natural with the person you're going to end up with. If you normally wear a lot of makeup, you don't have to wear makeup with this person, and you still feel exactly the same. Okay. Like you can be in your natural presence with this person. You feel the most natural, most comfortable, something like that. An Eight of Pentacles. I dedicate myself to what I believe in. Somebody that I'm willing to work with, it feels like somebody that we make a better team, or I could see myself with in the future. They're asking you to trust your intuition. They're asking you to listen to that inner voice and say, Who do I feel most comfortable with? Like I said, one person, they could both be great people. I'm not saying that. They could both be somebody you're interested in. There could be like good qualities in both, and it's hard because you kind of like them both. But one's going to stand out over time as kind of this, I don't know, you just kind of flow naturally to them. That's how I feel. So let's see, maybe we'll get some clues. These are initials, first initials, last initials, but time to choose. I have an S, and put your eggs in one basket. I have another S. I have an O. I have a T. I have a K. I have an E. I have an F. I have an N. T. U. L. I have a Y. Okay, let's get two more. R. And I have a K. And I have some other letters today. Now, these are a little bit harder, but because we have to choose between two people for some of you, this reading might not be for everybody. And it could be coming. It could be that you start dating or you start talking to two different people. And you're kind of like, well, which one am I supposed to be dating? Which one am I supposed to know? So these are a little bit different. This is the first letter and the second letter of either the first name or the last name. It could be your name or their name. Okay, so some of you, this could confirm it. This could be, okay, that's the sign I've been looking for. Was I needed to just see something in black and white, and here it is, in pink. Here it is. I have the BE. I have TI. SC, CR, I have CA, HE, HA, RA. Okay, so that could help. And so that could definitely, yeah, it's almost the sense of, you know, this is the sign you've been looking for. Okay, you know, like maybe that helped. I've been waiting for a sign, you know, so that I can choose. And maybe their name, you know, written in black and white, or maybe I got the first letters and the last letters of your person. Let's keep going. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you need my Gemini to know today? I have growth. Don't let anyone keep you from reaching your dreams. I liked the Eight of Pentacles a minute ago, because whoever you choose, it's a feeling of we work well together. So it's somebody who motivates you. It's somebody who encourages you. It's somebody who believes in your dreams, that they would never take anything away from you. Okay. So, and there's no competition with that person. Maybe the other person you feel like there's some kind of weird competition. There isn't. Let's see. I've got a gentle touch. It's safe for you to reach out, to touch and be touched. Now that is feeling to me as I want you to feel when you're with anybody. I want you to, you know, who's affectionate. How do you feel when they hold your hand? I'm not talking about sex. I'm talking about, how do you feel when they run their arm, you know, their hand on your arm, or they put their hand on your back while you're waiting in line, or they put their hand on your knee when you're in the car, you know, like, how do they make you feel? The gentle touches. They hold your hand, you know, so do you feel a difference? I have lightness. Unburden your heart so it can hold a greater love. Don't put too much weight on yourself about as far as what if I choose wrong. Okay, you're never going to choose wrong. You're always going to choose what's meant to be at this time in your life, because it's just going to be, you know, part of your story, part of your path. You're going to choose at the time that you're at, with your feelings right now, with what's going on in your life, what's best for you. That's how you're going to do it. I have an Aquarius. Maybe you'll get another confirmation, some of you. I have temptation. Maybe one person is really hot, really tempting. I'm really turned on by. I'm more attracted to, but the other one is kind and I feel more at home with, you know, so that's a hard that's a hard choice, right? It's, do I go with the person I ultimately will feel at home with for a long period of time, or do I go with the hot, sexy one? So I have an ex. Maybe some of you still have your heart attached to the ex. Maybe that's the choice, is do I go back or do I go forward? So Spirit's going to keep sending you signs, is how I feel. I have manifest what it is that you want, your life. I have a Cancer energy. Beautiful. I have unlock new insight. Okay, that felt like asking questions or thinking ahead, thinking about your future. I have a Leo energy. What's best for you? They just said. I have a Libra. This is even coming into me as a commitment. Out of these two people that might be somebody you're interested in, is one more has the ability to commit over the other. I have a Capricorn, I have a Sagittarius, and I have an Aries. So they're giving you a lot of different signs came in. So they could be, any one of those. Spirit, please share with me. Choices are tough. If you're not ready to make a choice, don't make the choice today. Wait until you're ready. Wait until it's crystal clear for you what's best for you. I have a Six of Pentacles. Who's generous? Who's giving? Who is the equal relationship? What is the balance? I have a Star. What is it that you've been wishing for and hoping for? If you've been hoping for a commitment. I have a Six of Wands. Who's chasing you? Who's persistent? Who is there for you? Who doesn't drop the ball? Who doesn't give up? Okay, who wants to catch you? So that could be, this person just never gave up. This person was always there. This person was always consistent. So I knew this person would be a better partner in life. I have a King of Cups. Who really, truly has feelings for you? That's a big one. Who loves you with all their heart and who is genuinely in love with you. So, hey, decisions are hard, but you're going to choose what is best for you. I like the Star. Focus on the Star. Focus on what it is ultimately that you're looking for in a relationship, and what it is that you hope that, because they started this reading out with hope, right? So that's my Star energy. I belong to only you. Who's going to be faithful? Wow. I'm scared of this connection. Did you have a runner in the past that walked away? Did you have somebody that wants a second chance now, but they have already walked away once? I daydream about our moments. You're everything to me. I have a feeling that you're going to choose the right one. I have a feeling you're going to choose the one who is best for you. And you're going to feel it in your heart, Spirit's saying. You're going to just know. It's almost like whether it's an aha moment or it's a moment in time where one of them drops the ball, does something that they did before, says something, and then you're like, what am I doing? This is obvious. There's really only one choice here. So certainly the person who sees you as I belong to you, I'm not going to be with anybody else, would be a good choice. I would say that's somebody that cares about you and wants you in their life. So I keep daydreaming about us, and I love you. Who's telling you they love you? Okay, who will tell you they love you? I feel like you're going to have a choice ahead. If you don't have the choice now, you could be, struggling with a choice in the future. Just know that you're going to make the right choice for your future self and your higher self. But this reading could have been the sign that you were looking for. I needed to hear this. I needed to see this. And see it in almost like black and white, like I said, with those letters. So let's put this out to the universe. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. I want to thank you for being here, everybody. Please, if you're new to my channel, consider hitting that subscribe button, hit the like button. Thank you for your kind words, your comments. If anyone is interested in a private reading, I'll put my website below, kathymamolenspsychicmedium.com. Also, check out my other 2 YouTube channels. I have a pick a card channel and I have a twin flame channel. So check those out, and the links are in the description below. I hope you enjoyed your readings, Gemini, and we'll see you again real soon.